Do they when you say unique, so every time you're talking, I'm playing the tape we all heard from our mom, right, in our head. Oh wait, you need your vegetables because you need the vitamins and minerals. Don't forget you need your fiber. And of course I've listened to your videos and I've seen your studies that you pull up in regards to fiber and vitamins. But is everything we need that our mom told us from vegetables, is that all in the organs?
Great question. So it depends how you frame the question. If you're thinking of vitamins and minerals, vitamins being water-soluble vitamins, vitamin E, vitamin D, which mostly we get from the sun, vitamin C, the B vitamins, and minerals like calcium, magnesium, manganese, zinc, selenium. Yes, they're all found in animal meat and organs. This was a really interesting thing for me to realize, that they're all found there, and they're generally found in larger amounts in more bioavailable, quote, bioidentical forms than they are in plants. Vitamin A is a great example. Vitamin A is the one we all think, oh, eat your carrots growing up. Eat your carrots, right? Well, most of the vitamin A in carrots is beta carotene, which is why your skin gets orange and if you eat too many carrots. And very few of us, in fact, none of us can really effectively convert beta carotene to the active form of vitamin A, which is retinoic acid in the human body. There's one study I quoted in my book that you need something like 20,000 IU of beta carotene to equal 1 IU biologically of retinoic acid, which is the bioavailable form of vitamin A. So if you were trying to get the recommended daily allowance of retinoic acid equivalents from sweet potatoes, which is the highest, the most concentrated form of beta carotene, you would have to eat a pound of sweet potatoes every day. And that's just to get vitamin A. That's just to get one nutrient in the equivalent retinoic acid in a human body. And that's just the RDA. What if we need more than the recommended daily allowance, right? But you can get the recommended daily allowance for retinoic acid as retinoic acid, this important signaling molecule in the human body, in perhaps a quarter of an ounce or a half of an ounce of liver. Wow. Just a few grams of liver will give this to you. And so then you start to think, oh, wow, well, what about vitamin K2, which is menaquinone, this whole spectrum of menaquinones? The story's the same. They don't even occur in plants. It's only K1, which is phylloquinone, and very few of us, we're really horrible at converting these. Where do you get K2? Animal meat and organs. So the list goes on, and people start to really understand this. And there's all these nutrients that are found in animal foods that essentially don't occur in plants. Creatine, carnitine, choline, carnosine, anserine, taurine. B12 is perhaps the best example, but the list is huge. And so you think, well, you can't even get these things in plants. You must eat animal foods to get these unique nutrients that we know very well are important, I would say critical, indispensable for optimal human health. And so people kind of get online, get on board with this, and they're following me, and then they say, wait a minute, what about vitamin C? That's the one that always comes up. Because we've been told, you need to get vitamin C in plant foods. Yeah, were you going to say something?
No, you broke up for a second, so I thought you took a pause. I'm sorry.
Okay. So vitamin C is actually found in animal foods as well. And this is what's crazy, is if you look at the USDA database, they don't actually say there's any vitamin C in animal meat, but there is. It's just they didn't measure it because they didn't realize it was there. And then if you look at spleen is the highest amount of vitamin C of any animal food. I think it's maybe 30 to 40 milligrams in a few ounces. So you could pretty easily, and I'm not saying we have to be this dogmatic or this closed-minded, but just for the sake of discussion, you could get the recommended daily allowance of vitamin C by eating only animal foods every day. By eating meat and liver and spleen and a little bit of heart, you would get pretty close or to the 90 milligrams of vitamin C RDA. So yes, the short answer to your question is, in terms of vitamins and minerals, they're all found in animal foods. Now, the nuance becomes, and we can talk about this sequentially if you'd like, people will then say, well, you're not going to get any fiber in animal foods, so you have to have fiber, and we can talk about why I think that's false. And then people will say, well, you need these phytochemicals. Well, you're not going to get those polyphenols, these phytochemicals, which technically aren't vitamins or minerals, right? There's no indispensable role for them in the human body. So you need those, right? So you can't get those in animals, except you really can, which is kind of an interesting plot twist that I'll tell you about. So, and we can go down both of those rabbit holes as you'd like to, but I'll pause there and see what your thoughts are.